scooting over heels early. Galileo's Choice jumped away well. Green Moon is right up there with Miriam in the early part, and Glencairn Gold and Killenny aren't too far away. Precedence going up about the middle of the field as they settle down. Red Cadot's gone right back as well. Cavalryman towards the end. Mount Athos has about 4 or 5 behind him. The Charge joining up the course proper now, and Glencairn Gold goes to the lead. He's in front of Lights of Heaven, improving out deep around Ethiopia, who's right up there on the speed. Closely being followed by Killenny and Miriam over on the fence. Pretty bunched lead there, just behind those. Galileo's Choice outside. Green Moon, like Quest for Peace, Fiorente. Senegas next on the outside. They're being followed by Easy. American sneaking up on the inside. Followed Precedence, and then Jackleberry 2 lengths to Nowit. Tactawastron, Mount Athos, who's starting to stride around the field. Malaki Day, Red Cadot, and they're followed by Cavalryman. Dunaden has gone right back. He's third from last, and behind him is Winchester. Unusual Suspect, and Billionaire is back at the tail of the field. So Glencairn Gold has the lead in the Melbourne Cup. Out to the Riverside, 2.5 lengths on Lights of Heaven. Killenny is running third, and Ethiopia is holding down fourth. One further back is Miriam getting a good run from Galileo's Choice. A length further back is Green Moon, then Fiorente, My Quest for Peace, and Senegas. One to the grey to Voila Isi. American next on the inside, being followed by Precedence and Jackleberry as they race up the side. Mount Athos next on the outside. Behind these, Naiwat as they go past the halfway mark. Tactawastron improving on his outside. They're being followed Red Cadot, Malaki Day, Dunaden, Cavalryman well back with Unusual Suspect. Winchester second last. The Billionaire still brings up the rear. So Glencairn Gold, 1,300 to go, a length and a half clear. Lights of Heaven running second. Killenny is third. Ethiopia's fourth. And then came Miriam. Galileo's Choice enjoying a good run. One to Green Moon. They're followed further back by Fiorente. Behind these, My Quest for Peace. Senegas has been wide. Voila Easy. Mount Athos. American nowhere to go from Precedence. And then came Tactawastron, Jackleberry. Well back is Naiwat and Red Cadot. Malaki Day, Dunaden still giving them a long start coming down the side. And he's being followed then by Unusual Suspect, Cavalryman, Billionaire. Winchester's back at the tail. 800 left to go in the Cup, and Malaki Day the leader, or rather Glencairn Gold the leader. A length and a half in front of Lights of Heaven running second from Killenny. They're being followed Fiorente, creeping into it. Galileo's Choice on the outside from Senegas. Voila Isi. Back behind those horses, My Quest for Peace, who's over on the fence. Now they corner it. American has made his way to the outside, and Dunaden's a fair way back. Glencairn Gold had the lead. Here's Miriam after him, and Green Moon is coming on. Killenny's joining in the middle too. They were clear then from Fiorente, starting to work home, and then came Jackleberry. Glencairn Gold is grabbed by Green Moon. Green Moon dashed to the lead in the Melbourne Cup, followed by Killenny. Fiorente starting to come home. Green Moon out in front for Brett Preble. He's 2 lengths clear from Fiorente, and Green Moon wins the Melbourne Cup by a length and a half. Fiorente. Jackleberry's run third. Killenny 4. Mount Athos got home late, followed by Glencairn Gold. They were trailed further back then by Miriam, Red Cadot, Precedence, My Quest for Peace, Cavalryman. American didn't come on. Being followed further back then by Lights of Heaven and Naiwat, and further back in the field was Senegas.
20.45, the margin's a length by a length and a quarter.
It was an on-pace dominated race here. I thought Glencairn Gold was going to have a good kick, and he did. He kicked all the way down the straight. Couldn't hold out Green Moon, though. He'd had a softer run back on the fence when Brett Preble produced him and let that power go. He just went past Glencairn Gold, and then all the others were just chasing.
For Team Walla, Killenny ran huge there. Glenn Boss on the left-hand side in the earmuffs. But, ladies and gentlemen, this kid, Brett Preble, he's a father of a jockey. He served his apprenticeship here at Flemington to the great John Maher, who trained the winner of What a Nuisance in '85. He then became an outstanding apprentice jockey and a champion jockey. He then got the contract to go to Hong Kong, and for the last 7 to 8 years, he has been a number 2 in the world to a champion of Douglas White. He's been beaten on 1 or 2 occasions in the Hong Kong Premiership. He comes back to Melbourne, he comes back to Sydney for the Carnivals. He won the Golden Slipper only a couple of years back on a sensational filly. But to ride for Lloyd Williams in these